If semen retention was easy, everyone would have done it. Everyone would have reaped its benefits like extraordinary energy, calm and regulated nervous system, less sleep, etc. But it's not that easy. That's why not everyone is capable of doing it. No, you won't fly if you start practicing semen retention, but there are some interesting benefits. Not everyone being able to do it, not everyone being able to retain this energy is a sign that this energy is so powerful and beyond humans can control. You can manage it, but you cannot control it. I've said this in my previous videos that you cannot just retain for the purpose of retaining. You have to channel it somewhere. So you cannot even control this energy. You cannot cage this energy. You have to channel it somewhere. But even that is, this energy is so powerful that even channeling it is a hell of a task. You have to you have to practice this. You have to do breath work to move this energy from your pelvic floor to your brain. So you get the point. The fact that not everyone is able, the fact that not everyone is capable of doing semen retention explains in and of itself that this energy is really powerful and really potent. If you know how to channel it, if you know how to manage it, it will support you and it will make your life so better in ways you cannot even realize. See, sexual energy, the purpose of it is just to the purpose of it is just to support our purpose. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In the past, when we were in primal ages, our purpose was only to reproduce. But right now, that is not the case. And we are not using this energy to reproduce only. We are using this energy for pleasure purposes. And that is why we are feeling depleted. We are constantly ejaculating this sacred energy out of our system. That's why we feel depleted day after day. Now our primary purpose is not to just create a baby, but our purpose has become to make this world a better place by providing it with some kind of service that simultaneously fulfills you. Since sexual energy is always supports your purpose. If you start learning how to retain it and if you start learning how to transmute it to your purpose, you will become an unstoppable force with unfathomable drive, which will be very primal in nature. You will feel very primal when you start retaining it. And that is not a theory. I'm not yapping here. I'm not trying to sell you shit here. It's a fact. And people that are on this journey will agree with me that these benefits are real. The having this unstoppable energy, having this unfathomable drive that you just want to work. You just wake up excited that you want to work. Not work as in you want to do your job that you hate. Work as in you have a purpose. You know what your purpose is. And you want to work towards it. You want to live your purpose. And you feel excited every day that you get to do it. And the purpose of semen retention is not to make you feel superior or better than anyone. It is not a trophy. It's not a badge. So stop counting the days and stop bragging to people that this is how many days you didn't fap. You get the point. It is not here to make you superior, and I've said this in my previous video as well. I don't think I have posted it, I think. I have said this in my previous video that if you start bragging about your semen retention and if you start counting days, you will fall flat on your face and you will relapse. That's a given. You can look back in the days when you bragged about your semen retention. You bragged how many days you went without fapping and you relapsed, because that will happen. You're abusing it. You're abusing this energy to get a source of validation from the world. So that will happen. You will relapse if you start bragging. Just don't talk about it. Stop counting days. It is not a trophy. Just stop counting days. Stop talking about it. Because it's not a trophy. It's not a badge. It's a sacred practice. Treat it like a sacred practice. So you get the point. This energy, this practice is not here for one-upping. It's a food for your soul, so you can become strong enough, so you can become resilient enough to fulfill your purpose. That's the purpose of semen retention. That's the purpose of this energy. It is a food for your soul. It is a food for your drive. You might enjoy some benefits alongside, such as female retention, but I don't think that will be a benefit to everyone, because that can be a test as well for some of you that are especially very new to this journey. In the beginning, it won't be a gift, it won't be a benefit, it will be a test that if you experience attention, if you experience female attention, will you relapse? That is a test. That is not a benefit in the beginning. Will you slip and burst your juices out? Or will you stand solid, facing this big ass storm of lust? What will you do? Because that will be a test. Especially in the beginning of your journey. Will be a big test, and you will feel like it's working. But it hasn't started working yet, because the universe will throw tests at you to see if you can actually manage this energy or not. So it will be a test, not a benefit in the beginning. You might experience attention, but it will be all for purpose of being tested. Semen retention is just here to make you better, so you can make the world a better place. You're a knight giving service to the world, protecting and providing for the world. Semen retention is what nourishes your soul. That's all I will say today. Respect this practice. Don't use it for show off. Have an awesome day.